Well, hello, who's here? No Pocahontas jokes. No Pocahontas jokes. You know I allowed the Princess Leia. No Pocahontas jokes. Johnny's here first. You said last week's surprise exam was brutal. Was it brutal? This week's will be a little less brutal. Okay, I hope you play. Are you going to play, Johnny? Who else is here? 420. Hello, 420. How are you? Oh, I missed you. Much love to you. CWS. You're looking forward to good. You appreciate. Oh, thank you so much. You are so welcome. Thank you, Jim. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Christine. Hello. Oh, this is great. T. Witten, you made it. Great. Chris, you're here. Hello. Deanne, hello. I'm looking forward to it. Molly, thank you for joining. Who else is here? Alan. Hey, Alan, how are you? Cindy. Oh, the Tippinator came by to see us. I'm not caught in live. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Tippinator. I'm happy you're here. Thank you. That's awesome, Penny Lane. Yes. Molly, did I get you? Hello. It was brutal. Oh, I hope it's not this week. Eliana, hello. Yes. So leave the door open, Eliana. Who else is here? Oh, we got Lisa's here. Yes. Oh, yes. On Instagram. Bernadette's here. Oh, I didn't even see you all. Tina's here. Hello. Dimples. Hello, Dimples in Indiana. Fabulous. So Tina, you leave the door open, okay, for whoever's going to come in. So tonight I just wanted to see you all. I've missed you. It's been a while. I don't have anything so like set in stone, but I just want to just get together, talk to you all, see what's going on, okay? I'll be greeting you as I see you coming in, okay? I'll start with I want to play a video that I will not, I won't play the audio, but I'll talk. We'll just talk in between. Okay. So let's see. I will, tonight's thing is the material world. It's a reason. I don't know. It's just a reason I chose this material world. Guess what, you all? I had just told one of you that I don't listen to music anymore. I don't know the last time I opened up my playlist to listen to anything, but guess what? I listened to the entire album. Yeah, I call them albums. What do the young people call them? I don't know. They get singles, right? Downloads or whatever. Well, I listened to the entire Police album. I listened to Ghost in the Machine. Who knows about the Police? I couldn't believe that I got into it like that. But I did, you all. I was like, oh my goodness. I enjoyed it. Like, okay, this might be when it was a little innocent, more innocent, like the Police. What do you all think about the Police? All of it. I don't want to like it anymore, music, right? Welcome if you're joining on Facebook. Thank you. Hello, hello. If you're joining on Twitch, also, thank you. But yeah, I listened. Who are there any, you call them albums? Are you a part of the millennials? Are you like a Gen X or are you a boomer forever? I don't know what the younger one's called. Yeah, every breath you take, right? That is like the stalker song. I mean, you do not want anybody to have that feeling about you every breath you take, right? I'll talk a little bit about that, but I listened to let's see, Omega Man. And, I looked at some of the lyrics and it's really, of course, the Police had some really deep stuff, right? Yeah. That is a stalker song, right? Every breath you take, every step you make. What? No, I don't want you. No, that's what Google, I guess that's their theme song. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. What are you saying, Johnny? There's fun songs on that album. Every little thing she does is magic, right? Magic, magic. Oh gosh. Yep, albums are what you know. That's what, yeah, you haven't been listening to music either. And the thing is, I don't want us to get so into like, I don't want to do this myself, like think that all music is bad. I don't believe that. And I know that God would not leave us on a planet without music. But yeah, it's been infiltrated. Yeah, you need to know what's going on with the music that you take in. That goes with everything. But I think that the music industry is just so ridiculous. But yeah, hey Sting, you got me again. I rebuke you, Sting. I used to really like the Police. Okay, when I was in college, I loved the Police. So anyway, that's why you see in the thumbnail I have the Ghost in the Machine, because we'll talk about that a little bit. Oh, Alan, you like the Police too? Synchronicity, right? One or two, huh? Oh, story time. Okay, if my brother comes in here tonight, he can oh my god, my brother and my daughter, we went to a Sting concert in Philadelphia a few years ago, and it was probably like in the early, I don't know, 2000 and whatever. But Sting was, we had like, my brother is really into music, so he got these really good tickets, and like Sting was out singing. So this was like a throwback for me. My daughter was like, teenager, and I am singing to Prince. I mean, Prince. I'm singing to Sting because we had really good seats, and I'm singing the songs. And I swear to you, I think he looked at me, and I think his eyes said, "Stop it! I'm gonna call security." But I was singing. I was serenading Sting. But anyway, I'm just saying, my daughter was very embarrassed. I think she wanted to hide, but I don't know. I don't think I would enjoy concerts anymore. I can't imagine going to a concert. But anyway, let's get into it. I want to play something, and like I said, I want to talk about this. Let me stop my screen. Okay. It's a little something. I want to see if you're into this. Are you starting to watch weird content like this? It's like the pimple popping content. Are you guys pimple popper content people? Let me get the setup straight here. Okay. Let's see. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. So I'll be playing this in the background. Let me take the volume down, and I'll tell you why. All right. Okay, so I know this is kind of crazy. It's like a reaction video. I'm doing a reaction video, y'all. Okay, so just so you know, this property that we're looking at, oh, of course we have a commercial. I'll try to get rid of the commercials. But they're there. So what's on the screen? Yeah, it is creepy, Christine. This is an abandoned, it says Disney mansion with everything left behind. Have you all seen this kind of stuff? Because I did. I think my mom told me she watches like abandoned houses or abandoned mansions, but I happened to catch a couple, and there's a reason, okay? There is this young man, he's a great tour guide, or they call them explorers, okay? And he's doing great. He did a great job with this one. If you all want to watch it with sound, because I'm just going to keep the sound off in case, I don't know, whatever. I just wanted to talk to you while we were watching this, okay? So this is some kind of, I don't know if it's allegedly the Disney family, like somebody in the Disney family, I don't know. But this young man explained that this family went to jail. The parents went to jail. They were suddenly taken out of this house, and it's so bizarre. He goes in through like a crawl space. He knows how, like this is a thing, okay? There are a lot of young people that go around and they have channels, if you're interested, and they go in all these abandoned mansions and castles and whatever. They even went in, if anybody's from Philly, you know the Widener estate. One of them went into that big, like huge Widener house. So this house, I just want you all to watch it with me. I was so like, it is unbelievable, like just to imagine that a family is just like their life is disrupted suddenly like this. Look at the children's bedroom, how it's left, okay? Oh, I'll leave it for you, Christine. I'll leave you the link. But look at this bedroom, okay? I just want to see your reactions. I want to please like light up the chatmosphere with whatever is crossing your mind when you see this, because I am just like, wow. And I want to talk about like just the implications of these kind of things. But he mentioned that you said we used to call them trespassers. They're called explorers, okay, Ileana? Yeah, explorers. Don't you love it? Yeah, it is gross. It's pretty gross, okay? If you're like really grossed out, I want to give you a trigger warning right now. This is skeevy. It'll make you like, I start itching when I see stuff like this, okay? Greetings, Karen. Hello. You've watched these? Oh, Rothschild abandonment. Okay. The thing is, isn't this, you say haunting, Johnny? I want the decoders on this, okay? Because I was looking at, they have cards, they have flamingos. This is a hot mess, okay? But the young man said that he didn't want to give away too many details because I don't know what type of situation. Look at the dress. Are you kidding me? Like, it looks staged, doesn't it? But I looked, okay, if you look at the comment section, people are saying, I think these things are staged. But then a few people confirmed that this is an actual abandoned house, okay? This is real. But they had 2 children, he did say. And I said the parents were locked up suddenly. And he did give away that I think they were prosecuted for animal cruelty. I can't even imagine what they did to have to leave this house so suddenly. But it is so bizarre. So I'm just, you said Paul Romano. Yeah, we need Paul Romano on this because he would be hilarious to like, oh my goodness, wouldn't he? But this is so, yes, Courtney, is so strange. Look at all of it. Just some of these homes are abandoned and just, it's like a time capsule. It's frozen in time. And again, like you wonder what happened to the children. But in some families, I'm just going to say, in some families, they don't speak to each other. Look at what we just had, 2 years of people going to war with family. So you could have family riffs. I had a friend who literally, she was the only person in the world. Have you ever known anybody? I know the wallpaper, right? But my friend was the only person in her family alive. She was an only child. Have you ever known anybody like this? Her dad was an only child. Her mother was an only child. She came from a family of only children. And basically she didn't have any children. So she's in this world by herself in terms of family. So this is possible, right? I know you said like a horror movie set. It really is. Oh gosh, look at this bladder control. Oh god. This I've got to get rid of that commercial. Okay, so anyway, what are you saying, Adam? A lot of houses like this in New Hampshire, really creepy like that. Courtney said the wallpaper, though. I love wallpaper, but this takes it to another level. I don't like wallpaper after looking at this. Hey, Abe, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are. You said flowers in the attic. Oh gosh. Marlon's here. Hey, Marlon. Yay. Marlon, what do you think of this house? Is this the creepiest creepy? Like, I know you're going to need a shower. You're going to need bath salts after this. Okay. You put a little bleach in your bath water because this is so skeevy. But I just want you to go through it with me. Okay. Trigger alert though. Anyway, somebody in the comment section said, I think they got locked up for the wallpaper choice. I thought that was the funniest comment. They got locked up for the wallpaper and paint choices in this house. I'm not trying to laugh at the family, but we're trying to find some humor while we're being creeped out, okay? Totally creepy. Very colorful. Yes. That's a nice way to say it, Karen. Very colorful. They weren't shy in the paint store. I mean, look, they have a sword and what is that? What is going on in all this wallpaper? Is this too much? Offensive decorating, right? Oh my gosh, right? Yeah, it does have sadness to it. Yes, it does. Yeah. You say scabies? Yeah, like a real bad case of scabies has to be in there. Yeah, a lot of dolls, right? Creepy. Dolls are always going to be creepy. But basically, why I am doing this to you, please forgive me. There is a reason. This family, yeah, is supposed to be, it was a wealthy family, possibly a Disney family member. I don't know. But look at the way that the paint is just, it's decaying. I mean, this is decay. You're not a fan of dolls either? Yeah. They can be really creepy. My grandmother had a friend. Her name was Aunt Babe. We had to call her Aunt Babe. She lived down at the corner, West Philly. Yeah. And Aunt Babe, her husband was a merchant marine. So he bought all kinds of crazy stuff for her from all over the world. So she had dolls, and her dolls had teeth in their mouth. Okay. I had to spend the night at Aunt Babe's home one night. I know I did not get any sleep because I slept in her guest bedroom where she had all the dolls. Now that's not a real animal. I know I said they possibly have been locked up for animal cruelty, something to do with animal. Look at that. Look at those shoes, you all. They're red shoes, like the Wizard of Oz kind of stuff. This is so crazy, okay? But yeah, so I had to sleep in this bedroom. She had, like, her husband used to do whatever she wanted. Her home was like a doll house. So she had shelves all around the room, and all the dolls, she had German dolls, like the real, like the eyes open and they have lashes and teeth. Oh my God, I am still traumatized by that. You're a minimalist now. Yes, that's so great. Yeah, right? What do you think? The red shoes? Oh my God. Well, Molly, basically, the guy said that I guess they found something in the house to show that maybe somebody had been living there in 2016. I don't know. I can't imagine 2016 would be the last time somebody was living in this home. I don't know. Who is, yeah, probably lead paint, right? Your mother loves dolls, Bernadette. Who is an expert on lead paint and everything? Like, how long does it take for lead paint to start peeling off? Yeah, such a mess, right? Mickey, hey, Mickey, this is unbelievable, right? But the reason I want to talk about this, we're going to tie it all in here, is this is natural decay. This is natural decay. So the material world, I want to talk about the material world tonight, okay? And let's get into this. What is your relationship to the material world and materialism? How are you doing? Are you finding that you are changing, that the material world is not as alluring to you anymore? Are you going through something like that where, yeah, I don't know where the children are, Rebecca. That is everybody's, yeah, we would all wonder, where are the children? Let's get past this one here. Yeah, I know a lot of people wonder these kind of things, like in a situation like that, the children, it was two children and they have lots of toys. So this, yeah, vandals, I think people have gone in to take, of course, they take the things out of the, like the, what is it? The pipes and all kinds of things. Yeah, asbestos, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, look at this house though. How could, I can't even imagine the day that they were locked up and what do they just, they leave a house like this? The bank leaves the house like this? Yeah, they take the copper pipes. Exactly. Yeah, so I am I'm just like overwhelmed at how unbelievably crazy this is. So, Ghost in the Machine. Let me talk about that because I came across, again, for anybody just joining, I listened to the entire Ghost in the Machine today by the Police, and just all these thoughts came to mind. But Ghost in the Machine is basically, what do you think about Ghost in the Machine? Any thoughts? It's basically a British philosopher who was educated at Oxford. No surprises there. It's a philosophy of the mind where, it seems like it could go tip into the transhumanism thing, like trying to explain consciousness, that there's a ghost in the machine, like you are the machine or your mind is the machine. So this is where the progressivism and the nihilism, this is where it leads to this kind of, you know they don't know how to explain consciousness, so they have to do it in their science way, the science cult. Hey, Alexandra, material world turns me off. Minimalist now, just like our brother there, Adam. He said he's a minimalist now. Dolls, totally creepo. Have you seen Barbie and her condo? No, I haven't, Alexandra. What's going on with Barbie and her condo? Yeah, I would be worried about being in there with mold. I know. I wonder what he does to take precautions. He just seems to be in there. He doesn't have a mask on. This would be the time that you'd want to have a mask, but I don't know what kind of mask you would need in this type of thing. but it's, yeah, you had a huge yard sale. You got rid of a lot of stuff. Yeah, good, good. Courtney is asking, have you ever watched the movie Ghost in the Machine? No, I haven't. Is it good? Do you think you could recommend it? You can smell the mold through the screen. Yeah, a lot of I've only watched a couple of these. I can't say I've seen a whole lot of them, but one of the guys had explained that it was, the smell was really bad when he went into the Widener estate in Philadelphia. He came across a what is it, a vulture. It was a buzzard, a vulture that was inside, like, oh, it was so gross. And he said it just smelled horrible. Hey Dave, how are you? Sorry that I'm triggering anybody with this, but it's for a reason. There's a method to the madness here. Let me get rid of some of this stuff off of the screen. That's how he gets his monetization. All right. Alan says, is Ghost in the Machine like Akashic Records? Oh, can someone answer that? I don't know. That's a good question. Like Akashic Records. How would anybody answer that? For Alan's question, is Ghost in the Machine like Akashic Records? You say it's an okay movie. It's different. Isn't that weird that he showed that they have that, the Greeks? I see so many like little hints in looking at this. Like, this is the sunroom, so it's all boarded up, all the glass. So it's super, super creepy. Hey, Destiny Rose 420, meep, meep. Oh, it's so nice to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming. No, yeah, the piano, right? No one stole the piano, right? They don't want to steal pianos nowadays, right? It shows you how things have changed, right? The pianos are not. Let's see. Mickey is saying, let's see. It's spirits and technology, and they use technology as a vessel. Okay. 1 minute. Let me get some. In a lot of these ritzy type of homes, you can imagine they have libraries. So one thing that I like about the explorers that go through these abandoned homes, they don't seem like they are interested in taking anything. They just want to, it seems like they have respect somewhat. I mean, they are trespassing, as someone did say, but they do it in a respectful way. Like, look at the Vogue magazine right there. He thinks that the last time someone lived in this house was 2016. Who believes that a house could decay like that quickly since 2016? Anybody have any idea? Do you think it looks like 90s? Does that look like 90s or 80s? I don't know, but I know we have a friend in the family. She has a house that has lots of floral, like they call it chintz or whatever, chintz style. So she does the floral on top of floral, and it's Victorian, you know, that aesthetic. She's really into that. So this looks a lot like, oh yeah, this is how he found out. This was winterized in 2016. You think 80s? It looks 80s to you also, Gemini love? It looks 80s to you? Hi, John. Thanks for joining. We're looking at an abandoned home that could be a Disney family member, and they were taken away suddenly to jail, because it's possible that they did some bad things to animals. I'm not sure. Okay, so it's over. So we watched it. We got through it. Thank you. Okay, pretty gross, but there is a method to the madness. What do you say? Adam is saying a lot more people live under those conditions than you think, like in abandoned situations. Yeah, a lot. You counted 7 beds? Really? Ooh, 7. Wow. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people. I knew somebody that lived in a mansion. They were going through something similar, like bad situation, maybe somebody, being taken away suddenly, and they didn't have money to even like keep their utilities on while they lived in their mansion. So you're right. A lot of people are living in circumstances, and maybe pride doesn't allow them to, I don't know, reach out. I don't know, but it's a lot going on. Alan says it seems much older than 6 years. Okay, so you think a lot longer than 6 years. You trust my methods. Yeah, it's going to somehow just tie in. Thank you, Molly. Just trust me. It's going to happen. You're going to say, okay, I see why she did that. Okay. She's a little offbeat, but okay. There are many abandoned wealthy homes all around. Yes, there are a lot of mansions, castles. If you live overseas where there are a lot of castles, they can't afford to live in these giant places, because when you think about the offspring of these people, how are they going to make a living to be able to keep up the upkeep? Does anybody have any idea how much money it would cost to renovate something like that? Kim is here. Kim, hello. Whoop, whoop. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. You're saying I do because of condensation turns everything bad. Okay, so the Tippinator believes that it's possible that someone lived in that house as early as 2016 because of, she says, condensation. What do you think about that? Condensation. Gemini love, my mom and I were just talking about how much money it takes to upkeep houses. She says it's easy for a home to fall into disrepair. It is. It's easy for anything to fall into disrepair. That's why I want to talk about the material world, because a lot of people literally, like, they will worship this stuff. Like, let's just be real. They worship homes, they worship cars, they worship all kinds of objects and things in their home, artwork and anything that is the pride in it, the pride. And I'm not saying that I don't like material things. I'm really changing very quickly about a lot of things that I used to like. But I had a grandmother who, she didn't drive. She lived in Chicago and she lived in an apartment building. So she didn't need a car. This is before Uber, but she walked a lot, and she got on public transportation. She was like one of those kind of chicks, the older ladies, like she was real jazzy, but she would get on the subway and the buses, or she would take a taxi, but she had a car, but she never drove her car. We don't know why. She just didn't want to drive her car. But she had her car parked in the parking deck, and she would get dressed up, like she would put her makeup on. She was like that, okay? I told you about her, okay? She was a trip. So she would get her makeup and get all dressed up, do her hair, and she would go downstairs every day to start her car up. And she would start it up, she would keep it running, turn it off, and go wherever. But the reason is because I know a lot of people understand this. You can't even have a car sitting in a garage, even with it covered. You can't have a car sitting for how long? How long would it take, gentlemen? Because I don't know about these things. If you have a car sitting for how long, when will that car not work? How long would it take for you to just keep a car sitting and nobody even doing what my grandmother did? She would start it up. What if you just let it sit rather? Christine, you say 1 year. Okay. 1 year. We need to keep a dehumidifier going at all times in your basement, otherwise mold and condensation. Oh, so yeah. Also, it also depends on where you live in the country, in the world. Grey Gardens, yeah, it does give you the Grey Gardens vibe, right? So is that, you say one? So Dave is thinking the same thing, Tippinator, 1 to 2 years. So if you have a car, Edgar, hi everyone. I was born in Chicago. Welcome and thank you for joining. You were born in Chicago. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, so Dave agrees 1 to 2 years. So if you're not using it, it goes into entropy, right? Isn't that called entropy? If you're not even moving your body, you know that your body will atrophy. So these terms, right? Longer if the warmer climate. So you might get a little like 3 years, Dave. Would you say 3? Hey, Daisy, Pepper, mine has been sitting for too long. Oh, okay. How long is too long? Nature will take all things back. Okay. And that's a good point, John. I looked at, okay, John Gotti. You can look at his mansion that he abandoned. So a lot of times, like, okay, people, they run into all kinds of problems financially. They can't upkeep these big white elephants, as they call them. And if they get locked up, suddenly have to be taken away, or also illness or all kinds of things, death, illness, financial problems, legal problems. So John Gotti's home is also a home that they go in, the explorers. So John Gotti's home had many cars, and if you would miss them because the cars were inside of bushes. So there were bushes and you look really good, and it was like a car where you can see all of the grass and everything growing inside the car. So there were cars all over the property. I don't know how many cars, but there were just cars everywhere. And it was similar to this house that we just looked at, where things were just left just as they were, like somebody suddenly left the house, abandoned it. So John Gotti's house it wasn't what you would expect in terms of like opulence or anything like that, but it was definitely a big home. He had a pool house or a guest house, and it was, elaborate. But I'm just saying, these are things that I just want to talk about, because a couple of you have mentioned that you are a minimalist, and I think that's wonderful, especially in the days that we're living in. If you have that sense that things are changing so quickly, and it's a good idea to be aware. It's also a good idea to become a minimalist. I think that's a really good thing. We've been talking about this kind of stuff for a couple of years. We admire the people that are self-sustaining, who don't depend on government, everything. They don't want the government telling them what to do in terms of everything, like controlling their life. So we often think about certain groups that live more minimalist. Adam, you're new to minimalism. That's good. A lot of people are. I became a minimalist when I started traveling a lot. I think travel will turn you into a minimalist. And also, I lived in New York City. That was when I really became a minimalist, because New Yorkers, as you know, they learn to live in, first of all, very small spaces. They learn how to use a space very efficiently, cut down on clutter, and they just learn how to move differently. and more nimble, I'll say. That's the word. That's my favorite word. I told you that I have that on my finger, nimble. And that is a word to me that really sums up like being a minimalist. And if you travel a lot, especially you travel overseas, you have to be a minimalist. I used to travel with one of my friends and she was a hoarder. I mean, she's a hoarder and she takes big suitcases if you travel with her. She's not the kind of person that you would want to travel with. You know how a lot of friendships break up over traveling? Have you ever gone traveling with someone and they got on your last doggone nerves and you didn't want to really see them anymore after getting back home? Tell me. Dom is here. Hello, Dom. I've missed you. Thanks for coming by. Alan says, that's great. I turned in my plates and eat off of saucers now. That is wonderful, Alan. I like that because you're eating small portions, right? That's a great idea. I mean, look at how big the plates are. Everything in, supersized. It's really something that we can reevaluate. Becoming a minimalist, it doesn't matter like whatever is happening in the world. I think it's just a good idea. This is the kind of energy, right? The kind of vibe is to start to wind all that materialism back. Like, what do you think? I just think it's like a good idea. But when I would travel with this friend, back to that point, she's taking all this luggage. I learned how to travel with a simple carry-on. Like I really did. And oh my gosh, she has to have the Louis Vuitton so she can show everybody she's got Louis Vuitton luggage. You know those kind of people. So they're bringing all their Louis Vuitton everything. And when we are running through the airport, because you never know, we're running through the airport like freaking OJ. You don't know what's going to happen when you travel, right? You have to be nimble. Oh no. She expects you to carry all her crap and run through the airport helping her. And it's like, can you just not do this anymore, please? Thank you, Rebecca. That's a good one. Moth and rust. That's right. Do not store up for yourselves on earth treasure, right? Moth and rust. It destroys it. This is a great example, right? Oh my goodness, my mother is a hoarder and she's coming to live with us. Bless her, but she's going to have to cut back. Yeah, a lot of people are going to have to. they just have to, because it's terrible how we have gotten into this just consumption and just consumerism. I know people attack capitalism. That's not what I'm doing. It's the consumerism it's unbridled consumerism. You've stopped shopping and buying. Yeah. I mean, it's not fun anymore, right? You shop $10 and under, even your clothes, it's in the cut on the clothes, not the amount you pay. Okay, it's the cut. Okay, yeah, if you understand good clothes, you can go to thrift stores. You can learn how to do things to alter the clothes. A lot of them are in very good shape though. What are you saying, Alan? I never take the chance in checking in luggage at the airport. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I used to be really into traveling, but even that has changed, like, of course, with everything going on. But I don't even have a desire to travel anymore. And I used to have the travel wanderlust really badly, but I'm not interested in traveling. I'm good. I've seen everything I want to see. I'm not interested in anything anymore. So who wants to play a little short game of Kahoot for our pop quiz? Is everybody ready for our pop quiz? You want to do it real quick? We're just doing, we're doing a little something here. I figured a pop quiz. Who's going to join? Come on in. Let's get it set up, okay? Let's, me. Hopefully I can get this the right thing. Okay, let's do our pop quiz. Get ready. Get ready. Let me get it all set up. This might be the right one today. I'm getting used to the thing. Okay? All right. Hopefully this is going to be okay. It's loading. That's a good sign. We're doing classic mode. Is it the pop quiz tonight is the material world. Classic mode, and the pen will load. Okay, this is our pen. Oh, what just happened? Me and the right screen, right? Come on, Kahoot, make it easier for me. Okay, here's the pen. Come on in. Good night, Tina. You're leaving us. You have a strict rule. If it hasn't been used in the last year, donate it or find someone. That's a good rule, Sherry. Let's say good night to Tina. Good night, Tina. Thanks for coming by. You'll catch us tomorrow. We'll see you around, Tina. Night, night. Okay, who's coming in? This is the code. Lucky Cat. All right, Lucky Cat. Blue Panda's in. All right. Swift Kitten. Love it. Kim, you said you lost everything you had in storage, everything you pretty much owned and saved. Oh no, your grandchildren's stuff and heirlooms. Oh, you paid 6 to 7 years. Oh, that's horrible, Kim. I've lost things with storage and I've had that, I didn't lose everything, but oh, it's horrible, right? And that's something that we have to talk about, like when you lose material possessions and how it feels, and how can we get to a place where I don't know, where it doesn't destroy us. I know it hasn't destroyed you, Kim, but I'm just saying, like, it just has such a hold on us, right? And it's so traumatic when we lose this stuff, these possessions, these belongings. But I understand it hurts. It does hurt. Let's see. Great Dove, Super Gator. Come on in. We have Lucky Cat, Blue Panda, Swift Kitten, Golden Cheetah. What is that? Decisive Yak? Great Dove and Super Gator. Okay. Who else is going to come on in? Okay, I'm going to start the game now. If you're in, you're in. We're going to start. We're going to do our quick quiz. I only have a few questions today. Okay, ready? Let's go. The material world is our theme. Oh, let me get myself off Oh no, I don't have to take myself off. I'm on the side. How long does it take for an abandoned home to decay? Five to 10 years. Let's see who got that right. Few of you did. Oh, let's see. Swift Kitten, Golden Cheetah, Lucky Cat. All right. 5 to 10 years. A house will start to decay. True or false? The Ghost in the Machine is British philosopher Gilbert Rye's description of Rene Descartes. How do you say his name? Mind-body dualism. Is this true or false? Rene Descartes. How do you say his name? You Frenchy people. Descartes. Is that true? Ah, it's true. Let's see how we did. Swift Kitten in the lead. Golden Cheetah, Lucky Cat, good. Look at that. Blue Panda, very good. Decisive Yak. Oh, nice. Next question, true or false? Minimalism is intentionally subtracting everything from your life that distracts you from your mission and your calling. True or false? Minimalism. Descartes, thank you. Descartes. It is true. Minimalism is intentionally subtracting everything from your life that distracts you from your mission and your calling. All right, let's see. Oh, Lucky Cat. The highest answer streak. Lucky Cat. Swift Kitten is still, we got the cats. This is a feline thing here. So Swift Kitten in the lead. Blue Panda, you're coming up. Flying Hawk. Whoa, the Flying Hawk came in. And Golden Cheetah, very good. Next question. All right. What was the name of the show that these two wealthy women starred in? The Simple Life. Oh, yes, The Simple Life. Let's see. And I chose that because it's almost as if they were trolling us in terms of The Simple Life. Like, did you all watch that show? I literally watched that show, but it's just now when I think about it, it has this cynical sound to it, like The Simple Life. And just, I don't know, it seemed like they were trolling people, possibly. Swift Kitten still in the lead. Blue Panda is up there. Flying Hawk, Golden Cheetah, Lucky Cat. Yay! Next question. True or false? Contentment is a remedy for hoarding. True or false? Contentment is a remedy for hoarding. Joseph's here. Hey, Joseph. Thanks for joining. True or false? It is true. Contentment is a remedy for hoarding. Being content. You don't need all this materialism. Swift Kitten. Still in the lead. Blue Panda. Lucky Cat. You're getting up there. Great Dove just came. Great Dove has the highest answer streak. Whoa. And Flying Hawk. Look at that. Very good. Good scores. Next question. Quiz. Best answer. Just give me the best answer. Don't ask. When you look at this picture, I just want to see. You know, I mix in the popular culture. Yo sofa, yo couch, yo ottoman, yo chase lounge. It's your couch. Nobody got your couch. You guys, come on. You didn't get that reference? Nobody got it. Are you kidding me? Yo couch. Who knows about your couch? Yo sofa. Yo couch. It's yo couch, not yo ottoman. This is from Dave Chappelle's show, okay? It was a reference. It's a very strange reference. That's why I said don't ask. But it was yo couch. That's good. You don't know these references. Last question. Where your treasure is, there your blank will be also. You like, did you know that one, Gemini? Yo, couch. You guys are good people. You don't know these Dave Chappelle references. I'm a work in progress, okay? All right. Looks like everybody got that right. I'm glad. All right, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Oh, yes. Let's see. The material world quiz. Uh-oh. Lucky cat coming in. Oh, blue panda coming in. I think I know who this is. We know Swift Kitten. Yay! Oh, this is great. Very good, blue panda, lucky cat, and our runners up. Why did they go away? Who are our runners up? Yay! Very good. Hey, Cat's Corner is here. How you doing, sis? Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for Will. Hey, Will. You know that reference, right? I know it's not a good one, but I didn't use the whole thing, okay? All right, so we're good. We got our quiz done. Did very good. All right. So let's see. What else are we doing? All right. Yay to the winners, right? Gemini. Swift Kitten. Who was Swift Kitten? You were Blue Panda. Very nice. Penny Lane was Great Dove. Oh, nice. Okay, who was Swift Kitten? Gemini, love is giving you love. Mary, you were Swift Kitten. Oh, yay, Mary was Swift Kitten. Very good. Very good. Ah, I love it. Oh, thank you, Will. Hey, Miss Harris. I was just talking about the Widener. Remember the Widener estate? Somebody went and did a whole like tour inside. It was so creepy. I was itching. It was so creepsters. I'm so glad you're here though. Yay, Mary. You were Lucky Cat? Oh, Molly, you were Lucky Cat. Very nice. Okay. What else do I have on the dock here? It was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, you're getting congratulations there. I have okay, at the end of this stream, I want to play something to me is so special, okay? You can hang around. I think it's a bonus, okay? If you stick around for the last 30 minutes, we'll say, okay? I won't take up too much of your time tonight, but this is going to be so special. I want to share something. I just like stumbled on these two gentlemen, two Noahs, I call them, two Noahs. And oh my goodness, this one, oh, it's so powerful. I wonder if it's time for me to play it yet. Where was I going? Let's see. We got to, let's see. Let me put my other, I like this one. I don't know why. I like this one better. Okay. Oh, Will says, ever want an Assassin's Creed reference? Oh, where were you, Will? I needed you because back a few weeks or months ago when I was doing the Tupac Shakur Machiavellian, I was talking about the Tupac Shakur down in Peru, and then the Tupac Shakur rapper and Machiavelli. And it was all these references for Assassin's Creed, which I don't know anything about, but it was all based on all this intrigue. I could have used your knowledge, but thank you. Hello, Looking. Thanks for joining. Hello. You said Penny Lane said you should have Paul Romano do a show. Oh my God, make that happen, okay? Me and Paul Romano. Oh my God, I would love that. We would just be laughing the whole time, right? The entire whole time. Will says yes. My. Oh, your wife does. Oh, thank her. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, that's so sweet. Very nice. So, okay, what did I have? I just have a few slides, okay? And these are just like, these are, these things, but these are just reminders. I just, want to share as goods increase, so do those who consume them. And what benefit are they to the owners except to feast their eyes on them? Okay? It's a proverb. You think about these kind of things. Some women would die to have a closet. They say they die. And these closets were such a big deal. Remember, a lot of people were showing their closets. And what do you think about this? I mean, looking at it now, it just has it hits different, as they say. Would you want to have something like this now with the way everything is going in this world and how we're waking up to a lot of things and we're reevaluating things? But like, this is the kind of things that a lot of the women I used to hang out with, this is the aspiration that they would have. So they could have all their, shoes, on display, and closets that you could live in. This is the goal, to make you happy. And this is just something that now it just looks so empty. I just can't even imagine wanting anything like that. But this was where materialism, it leads, to these things where it's just a collapse of anything that's good anymore. Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice. And that's something that, is definitely a proverb to live by. Just living simply, and as you all identified, like minimalist, I found a website that talked about these things, like just how you can be thankful just in having simplicity in your life, less materialism. Start to be content with a simple life, just dialing it back. That made you ill a little. Yeah, to see a room like that. Joseph, I'd love hundreds of guitars. Yeah, but one does the job. Yes. I mean, we're part of this system. We've been programmed. We're pulling ourselves away from it. We're trying to, right? We're just trying to help each other, right? You get your shoes from your sister. That's nice. Nice. Mary, Bo. Less is more. More is less. Oh, I like that. That's something to definitely commit to memory. Thank you. John says we was programmed to look up to wealthy. Yeah. And the thing about the wealthy, they're not happy. These homes, when you look at the way that they're abandoned, do you think anybody cares about a home with all that stuff? If life changes, the two parents are taken off to prison, and the children, I don't know where they went. But it does, at a moment like that, you look at a home with all that stuff and nothing matters really. And you could see how even the bank and anybody who would own the home, or I don't know what kind of situation they go through, but it just ceases to be attractive, Hey, Aaliyah, I think it breeds mental illness. Yeah, I agree. This is what's happening as we reevaluate this culture of consumerism. It is a mental disorder, and it breeds more mental disorders, and the children, get caught up in it, and it's just we gotta get back to some sanity, because this is a completely insane culture. We leave this flesh, we can't take none of it with us. There you are. Alan, we were taught to compete. Yeah. Keeping up with the Joneses or the Kardashians, right? It's just ridiculous. So I just, I'm just thinking about these things, and just, yeah, here we are. You know, these people cannot be peaceful. Like, their homes are just not peaceful. Their lives are not peaceful. They're chaotic. And just to keep this materialism going, to keep up the interest and the influence, they have to stage all of these crazy dramas and conflicts, and it's just exhausting. Hola, one take. Thanks for joining. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Yeah, so it's like keeping up with this. I mean, who wants to do that, and all the plastic surgery, and it's exhausting. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. And I just wanted to say that I don't want to say celebrities, but the new people that are going to be the heroes to go forward you're looking at them. These are the kind of people that, when things change in a society, these are the kind of people that you're going to want to know. The kind of people that know how to milk a cow and take that milk and make it into some butter, right? Wouldn't you want to know that kind of person? Those kind of people are starting to look kind of nice, right? If you know people that know these kind of things. I mean, somebody that keeps chickens and eggs, they have eggs every day, right? Or somebody that knows how to handle, just, I don't know, how to build things. How about that? How to build a home with some logs. I mean, there are people that know how to do this kind of stuff. Or they have horses. I mean, all the gas prices and everything, a horse might not look so bad, right? And just how do you make bread? Do most of you know how to make bread? Could you make some flat bread? Our sister Lisa up in New York, she encouraged me to start making flatbread. Like, I make flatbread like every week, and I put some in the freezer, and it's so good. You don't have to worry about letting it rise. You could just make it, just, I don't know, just, it becomes a rhythm. So if you start making bread every week, can you imagine? Just freeze some of it. Yes, I told you all about the teff. I hope you got some teff. Start, it's a good idea just to have it. I mean, it's not like you're saying, oh, I'm just prepping for the big one. I'm just saying this is being wise, not scary type of, oh my God, I'm prepping. I'm scared. Do not do any of this in fear. Pray. Make sure you're led, of course, by God to, if this is something you're being led. We can just share ideas about how to simplify life, how to live a life that has more sanity, and not being plugged into this beast system telling you that you want a closet that looks like a mansion, or making you feel bad that you don't have red bottom shoes and all of this stupid stuff, right? So it's just, your wife makes, oh, she makes bread and stuff. Very good. How many other people make bread? Any bread makers? Mickey, you say you cook with ghee instead of oil. You can get it at an Indian market. Ghee is very nice. Yes, very, very nice. You cannot prepare like that. City life. Wish I could grow my own fruits and vegetables. Oh, yeah. I know the city is very hard to do things. They do have urban gardeners and urban farmers. There is a way to do it in the city, so it's not off the table completely. So, it is possible. You used to make homemade yeast rolls. Yeah, and I think it's a good idea for us to start making bread, start practicing making bread. I make grain-free tortillas with cassava flour. That's nice. Yes, indeed. You do? You make your own English muffins? Very nice. Yeah. Oh, you do bread machine? There you are. It's a lot of work to bake from scratch. Yeah, it can be. The recipe that Lisa shared with me is a real simple recipe, like with just flour, oil, olive oil, flour, baking soda, salt, and water. That's it. And you flatten it out, roll it out, or if you do it with your hand, however, I've been doing it with my hand, like I'm flattening the dough and just put it on a skillet, or an iron skillet, and just cook your, like you do pancakes, and it lasts. You can put all kinds of things on it. I eat it just plain, and it's so good. And I just think it's so good to do that. You have 4 ingredients and you can read them. You don't need a science degree just to read the ingredients. So I'm just saying, these are, to me, the people moving into a more sane type of culture and society. These are the people that I believe are the heroes. They will be the heroes moving forward. Not the tech people and all this stuff, but these people. If you're not these people, you're going to want to know these people. So let's see. What else do I want to talk about? When I listened to the police today, I told you I listened to Ghost in the Machine, but I also listened to Omega Man. Now, Omega Man, I never paid attention to the lyrics, but I wanted to talk about, is anybody familiar with that song Omega Man by the Police? Let me know. Destiny says, due to my medical condition, I must cook every day, only using grain and gluten-free recipes, only organic produce and grass-fed meats. Wow, that sounds healthy. Very healthy. So you're doing really good there. And God bless you and heal you and keep you whole. Inexpensive to make homemade simple. Yes, it really is. And it becomes like a routine if you want to start just doing it just a little bit, not a whole lot. Just try something simple like flatbread. Everybody likes flatbread, right? And you can use all kinds of flours if you have to. Gemini said, oh, Jen, you did the panettone in a cast iron skillet with butter. Oh, yay. Wasn't that good? Oh my gosh. I wish I could make panettone. I have to learn how. Okay. So Omega Man. What I wanted to say, it reminded me of The Watchers, like that song. Let me tell you what part it was. He's saying, like, the Omega Man, the night came down, jungle sounds were in my ears, city screams are all I've heard in 20 years. The razor edge of night, it cuts into my sleep. I sit upon the edge now. Shall I make that leap? And it's just like interesting where the other verse 2 says, the sky's alive with turned on television sets. I walk the streets and seek another vision yet. The echo makes me turn to see that last frontier. The edge of time closes down as I disappear. And the bridge says, always talking to myself. I am the Omega Man. But at the end, it says, oh, wait, this is interesting. Verse 3, the time that's best the time that's best is when surroundings fade away. The presence of another world comes close to me. It's time for me to throw away this paper knife. I'm not alone in reaching for a perfect life. I am the Omega Man, but then the outro says, I'm so tired of the Omega Man. And that was like, yes, you know that, right? He says, I'm tired of the Omega Man. And to me, it was just like, I wrote a note about it because I was just thinking that, Ghost in the Machine, I talked how the science cult, they have such a problem describing consciousness and that God thing that is in us where we do know right from wrong. They can't explain that away. They can't hack it. They want to hack it so badly. And as we see with some of their things that they use, like we know that their thing had something in it, right? Luciferiase or whatever, and something people were saying that when they a lot of people reported that they felt this distance from God, like they couldn't explain it, right? So that whole Ghost in the Machine, it baffles them. The soul, the spirit, they can't explain it. And the Omega Man, I was thinking, it sounded like the fallen, like the Watchers. A lot of people are reading the book of Enoch who never would have done it. Yeah, Luciferase. Yeah, crazy, right? You say it sounds like a demon possessing him. That's what I was thinking, like a watcher. And the thing about that I was saying is like these entities are very thirsty. They're very hungry. And, they're like, bugaboos. You know that song, You're a Bugaboo? Like when you think about how they roam around in dry places and they would love to to have you host them. They really are, they're looking for a portal into a human. They're looking for the invitation. A lot of times we don't know that we invite them in to take a test drive. They want to experience what it's like to do things, to do things in a body, right? And I know I make references a lot to pop culture because I make connections that way. I was listening to a lot of this stuff, right? When Beyonce was like, get bodied, get bodied. It's like that entity is just saying like they want to get bodied. So when you think about thirsty, like, okay, sorry guys, like if you're in a nightclub, when you used to go to nightclubs and it was the old dude in the nightclub trying to hit on all the young women, he was thirsty, just thirsty. Okay. So this is what these entities are like. I'm starting to see it's like they're very thirsty, they're very hungry. And we have to be very vigilant thinking this way so that we maintain our sovereignty of our body, soul, spirit. Okay. And we don't fall prey to the traps because they look for a thirst trap. You know the term a thirst trap? When it's a woman on Instagram and she's like showing her, BBL or whatever, she's showing her goods off so that thirsty men will drop into her what do they call her, slide into her, what is it? Why am I forgetting? Slide into her. Yeah, they're vampires. Give me the word. Slide into your what? The thirst trap. So They talk about, women that set these thirst traps, and we have to make sure we're not setting a thirst trap for these entities, right? Slide. Why did I forget DM? Slide into the DMs. You don't want an entity sliding in your DM, right? The guru. The guru's here. Hi, guru. Nappy Mimi Q. Hey, darling. Thanks for joining us. Yes. So it's like, this is what came to me from listening. Oh, hey, the guru. Weren't you embarrassed when we went to that police concert? Remember, I was telling everybody earlier how I was singing to Sting, and it looked like Sting was telling me, like, girl, will you let me sing my song, please? I was out singing Sting. He was there. He was very embarrassed. I think he and my daughter wanted to hide. I just got so excited. I think I hadn't been out in a long time. I can't imagine me going to a concert now because I'm such a hermit now. But back to what I was saying. So this Omega man got me thinking, okay, about the fallen, the watchers, right? Yeah, you were embarrassed. That's okay. You were embarrassed. I've embarrassed you a lot of time. I'll embarrass you more. I'm just gonna be me. It was a mess. Okay, so back to this. So they're bugaboos. They're thirsty. They're hungry. They're looking for thirst traps. Don't be a thirst trap for the watchers, okay? And it's just such a miserable thing, we just one of the things that, and I'm jumping around, but another thing that I wanted to talk about that's been coming up a lot, and I know that a lot of us know these things, but again, we have a varied audience here. Some of them don't know about the Dubai Black Book and all this stuff, okay? So I'm going to say it again. There are practices. Now, this is without even wearing a tinfoil hat anymore, because exposure is happening on a large scale. Let me take my slides back because we could probably have them on. Okay, this will probably be more of a better slide to have on as I talk about this. When we talk about detestable practices, and we were called conspiracy theorists. Oh, that's not true. Adrenochrome. Oh my God, you guys are making that up. That doesn't happen. The thing about this stuff, it sounds really bad and it's shocking for anybody who has never come across this information. But it's time that we all grow up spiritually and we realize that the enemy of humanity is not playing. They're not playing no games out here. They are very serious about their practices, their rituals. These are things, their sigils that they use. This is how they have to pay for the things that they get in this life. They don't just get it, of course. They have to pay. These entities are disgusting, okay? They want and they require disgusting things to do. Now, one of the things that came across my screen, I knew about the Dubai stuff, okay? They call them the porta potties. Women will go over to Dubai and they will become a porta potty, literally, for these wealthy men. Now, this is what we talk about when you talk about mixing bloodlines, because I believe, this is me, I believe this. If you believe it, let me know. There is a line of Cain. I call them Cain's children. They're running amok and they do detestable rituals and practices. Okay? They do these things whether we like it or not, whether it triggers us or not, this is happening. And we have to let young people know that this is not worth it. These young women, that they want money so badly. This is that pride of life, the eyes, the lust of life, or whatever, the lust of the eyes. They want a closet full of red bottom shoes. They want the designer Balenciaga, this and all. They want the material so badly that they will go to Dubai and they will let a man. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, this is a trigger warning, okay? They will have the women perform bestiality on camels. So the women have to do things with camels. They have to ingest bodily fluids. Okay? They have to, one woman agreed to have relations with the man's younger brother, 13 years old. She agreed to this on video. This is what's happening out here. So this is why we have to change this culture. We have to start with us. We have to stop all the materialism and the wanting all this stuff. It leads, now our young women, and probably dudes too, but I know I've just mainly heard of the young women going over to Dubai to just be desecrated, their temple. And a lot of these rituals, these are sigils that they're doing. These are practices. When, okay, the Bible talks about detestable practices. Solomon, because he had to have so many wives. This is the kind of stuff that we were being warned about. Mixing with godless heathens. And I'm not calling Arab people, don't get me wrong. I know you're disgusted by this too. These are very wealthy people who have lost all morals, if they even had them. And they are so bored because they have more money than they know what to do with it. And they want to degrade women and children. And this can happen in any group of people. But for some reason, Dubai is on the radar right now. It really is. But this is what happens when we mix with that line of Cain. And anybody can be the line of Cain. I believe it's all races are in that line. Just because you look like some people, that doesn't mean that they're from the line of Adam. That's what I believe. So you can't just look at somebody and just from their race or whatever tell that they're from that line. That's my opinion. But these detestable practices are what went on in those societies that were destroyed. Those cities that are no longer around, they've fallen. It's because of these detestable practices. And Nas, okay, the rapper Nas, I didn't know this, but any Nas fans, I was watching a gentleman break down Illmatic. Is it called Illmatic? So Nas was talking about something called a cake. It's a cake. What's the name? Does anybody know about the cake? Yeah, we're getting into the Marina Abramovic stuff, the spirit cooking, okay? So this cake is called, the term, hold it, I'll get it. Anybody know about the cake? The cake of light. Mbole, oh, thank you for being here. Yes. Mbole has so much knowledge. Thank you, brother. Cake of light. Yes. Is that from Illmatic? Did he talk about the cake of life? Light? So they talk about cakes and cookies, okay? It is a ripoff of the Eucharist. So whatever the enemy, whatever God has established, the enemy has to pervert it. There's no creativity. There's just perversion. And sometimes it starts off very benign, but it goes right into cakes of light. So the cakes of light and the cookies, I believe there is only one race, the human race, but there are many cultures. That's right, John. That's right. The human race, we're all colors under the rainbow of the human race. There are two bloodlines. There's the line of Adam, the line of Cain. And they have all races in both bloodlines. So that's how I believe it. So the Illmatic song talked about this, and I just want to bring this up because we have to do some correction, and we have to do some protection of our young people. Cake of light is a corruption of the Eucharist, and it is derived from Thelema, the religion of Aleister Crowley. These are Crowleyan adherents. They have taken the Masonic thing to the just to the ends of anything decent or anything. They've gone way too far with it. So Aleister Crowley, who he considered himself the most evil man in the world, he allowed his vessel to be taken under by powerful entities, and they gave him the recipes for rituals. That's why these rituals are done by a lot of the people that are in entertainment. Like Jay-Z is an adherent of Aleister Crowley or whatever, but Aleister Crowley gave them the directions, the recipes for these rituals. So this came from Crowley. So Crowley, he channeled this powerful entity named, I think, Lamb or something. So this cake of light is made with, okay, men, the stuff that comes, the seed that comes out of you, that is in the cake of light. Okay? Yeah. So I used to know someone that was from New York, and they would get freaked out to receive a cake. Now it makes sense to me why he was like, if he saw like white icing on a cake, he was like, I'm good. He would not eat anything that anyone baked. So there was a reason that he was like that, because this is a thing. If these people are going to be initiated into these really high levels of knowledge, they have to partake in these rituals. So one of them that Nas talked about, if anybody again wants to look up Nas's lyrics, he talks about a cake of light, and this is what's in these cakes. So they have cakes and cookies that women, whatever, secretions. Sorry, everybody, I'm just being a grown-up right now. A little bit gross, but we have to expose this stuff. So the secretions and the seed go into these baked things, and they will eat their own bodily fluids in these rituals. They are disgusting. And this will allow, you see how the house, you talk about squatters, the body will become open to spiritual squatters, I'll say. That's a good way. Spiritual squatters. You'll turn your body into a place where spiritual squatters will come in, participating in these rituals. And it is disgusting, to say the least. And some women, you may have known, wasn't it Lady Gaga had a candle or perfume that was part of her, like, secretions were in the perfume. I can't imagine anyone buying anything like that, but these are rituals, everyone. They tell us what they're doing. Even was it Gwyneth Paltrow has candles that are her secretions in the candles. So this is what's happening. Anybody who thinks that this stuff is conspiracy, you just have to look at it. They're telling you what they're doing. And this is why people like Solomon, this is why he fell. This was why, because he married women that practice these things. You got to be careful. So I'm just saying that these entities, what they want to do, not just kill, steal, and destroy, but they want to smut. They want to smut humans out. Have you ever heard that term? Smutting them out. And these people that are in the entertainment industry, it is horrible what they have to do to show their allegiance and to be initiated into these higher levels of knowledge. It's really disgusting. But I'm at the point now, I want to talk about, I want to share the Noahs now. Will you hang out with me for a few? I know that was disgusting, but I just wanted to tell you that I was shocked. I don't know a lot about Nas. I just know a little bit about Nas. But I'm going to talk about funk music, Parliament Funkadelics, and all that stuff. I'm doing some research, and I'm going to tie a lot of this stuff in. So hang on. It's coming. It's a lot. I want to get a lot of it, like, research. Hey, CWS, God warned King Solomon and he didn't listen and obey. And he was the man with all the wisdom. So just know that any of us can fall prey to this stuff. If he did, it had to be really hard. So I'm going to share these Noahs with you. I just came across them and I really like these Noahs. They give, well, I'm new to the youngest Noah, but this one particular Noah, I've been listening to some of his podcasts and they're fabulous. He does one called Things Are Getting Weird. Now I've been mentioning him a lot, but I just want to play a little bit for you. So if you are open to listening to his content, it's great content. So let me play a little bit of his content for you.
Oh, you want?
So you get to kind of see him.
Thank you for being with me.
Does anybody listen to
Once again,
Days of
here we are,
Noah? This is
episode
Days
25.
of Noah.
A lot to discuss,
This thing it's a routine at this point here. As we've said before, very, very thankful that we're still allowed to even be here for however long that might be. We are really working on the back end and we have some things developing now. Aside from even the Patreon, we have the Patreon, but there's another thing we're working on. So they'll all be integrated. It should be really, really interesting shortly. Well, we're going to try to maintain what we can while
we're here. So let me say hello to the chat while
so this is
started.
So I just wanted to play a little clip of him. So
thank you for
can follow Days of
Noah.
Noah. I just highly recommend his content. It's fabulous. Now, this is where I want us to watch this. And I am asking you to listen to this testimony. I promise you, this will be worth your time. So let's watch it together. I could do a reaction, we'll say. But this is fabulous. This is another Noah, fabulous young man. He goes by, let's see, I'll tell you his name. So he's going to share, he's doing a reaction. So it's like a reaction of a reaction. Like this is Inception, right? Okay, so his name is Noah Jacob TV, this young man here. So I want you to please listen to this powerful testimony. And if you hang out with me after, I want to read what you think, okay? So you ready for something really special? This is amazing. Get ready for amazement.
What's good, Deluxe family? Welcome back to the channel, man. In this video right here, we have young man dies twice and tells what he saw in the afterlife. Heaven and hell is real. So it seems like he has wires connected to himself, like he really just died. Like this ain't no joke, man, at all. So this is about to be a very serious video. What do I feel about heaven and hell? I believe it's very, very real. I've had a couple of different out-of-body experiences that have really convinced me that it's undeniable that there is a spirit and soul living within our body that lives on for eternity. You feel what I'm saying? And this body right here is literally just so mortal, it's so temporary. But our soul lives on forever. This is why it's so important that you live to feed your soul and your spirit and just be happy. You feel what I'm saying? Just be happy. So we're about to hear his testimony and his experience of what happened, what he saw in the afterlife, which is eternity. All right. So let's get straight into this, man.
I appreciate everybody that checked up on me.
His life has definitely changed forever, though. That's a fact.
But what I'm finna say, actually, what I'm about to say might scare a couple people. Yeah, I'm good. Everything's straight. You know. I only want to tell my truth. I'm scared.
Do it, bro. Come on, bro. At this point in time, he's more knowledgeable in life than 90% of people because he understands the afterlife at this point.
Well, I can't even tell it, Mom, because I don't know.
You got it, bro. Bro, you got it, bro.
Some telling me I should tell it, but I don't know.
Do it, bro.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna understand. They don't understand, bro.
And I appreciate the person who sent this video to my DMs. I appreciate it very much. And I love y'all, for real.
And when I died...
Man, really died.
I don't know.
Bro, he died and came back to life.
I just thank God, though, for real.
Yes, sir.
If it weren't for him, I wouldn't even be here right now. And y'all, when I say heaven and hell is real, like, I ain't even saying it to be crazy. Like, heaven and hell is for real. Like, I died twice. Twice.
A friend told me about Every Plate, and I love it. It's only $2 a meal, and it comes straight.
Man, I died twice. Man, I died twice, y'all. Twice. And the crazy part is I went to hell. Like, heaven and hell is for real.
Shit.
Like, for real, like.
Shit, man.
I don't know, man.
It's real stuff, man. This is why it's like, yo, this life here on earth is so temporary. Compared to eternity, 80, 90 years, 100 if you're lit, is so, like, minimal. Like, time is made up. Think about it. Time is made up because with eternity, there is no time. We just use time here on earth to gauge our existence here in a linear fashion. You feel what I'm saying? Just time. That's what we use here on earth. But it doesn't matter when it comes to the spirit and the soul because it's eternity. So just focus on what you're really doing. Focus on who you are and want to become. Always remember that you're made in God's image. You are made in God's image. You feel what I'm saying? Like, God is allowing you to be as holy as him. It's just your choice to do so. And then live in the kingdom of heaven or hell. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, bro, I died twice, bro. Twice.
Get into it, bro. I need to stop praising these celebrities like they gods, because they're not. They're human beings, like
bro,
far
bro,
from
I
God.
went to hell, bro. Like, I'm real dealing hell. Me talking to the devil, like,
Dang.
Like, heaven and hell is real, bro. It ain't what, like, people seeing. Like, when I died, bro, like, I saw the afterlife. Like,
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, let it out, man.
bro, I died twice. Like,
It's a blessing. It's a blessing, bro.
I had my family scared, bro. Like, I saw the like me and like the devil literally talking to me, bro. Like, now look, I can't drive for 6 months. I can't work. All I'm trying to say is, bro, like, get right with God, bro. Like, before it's too late. Get right with God, bro.
Man, I'm trying, man. We all are. We all should be trying. I'm not gonna lie. It was just yesterday. I'm gonna get really personal with y'all. It was just yesterday. I was fighting. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. Wait, was it? The day before yesterday, I was fighting the demon of lust. I swear on everything. I'm getting really, really personal with y'all. I didn't plan on telling anyone this, but I guess I'll tell y'all this just because I'm getting into it. I'm like 48 days in, like not releasing any semen and stuff like that. And obviously the devil tries to come in and, like, you know, fuck that up. He doesn't want you to get close with God. If you're close with God, like, you're untouchable. You're undefeatable if you're close with God. The devil sees that. So he tried to get into my mind. You know, I had like a dream of doing stuff in that way, and I woke up. It wasn't sitting right with me. I go on Instagram, and then I see this like I just come across an OnlyFans girl. Her name is Pobre Diabla. I looked that up. It's literally, the translation for that is the devil. You feel what I'm saying? And then I come across this other OnlyFans girl. I'm not subscribing to OnlyFans, but you know how Instagram is. You just on the explore page and you click on a girl, and these girls have OnlyFans. They're just dwelling in lust. You feel what I'm saying? And then she has the devil tatted on her. I'm like, yo, the devil really just revealed himself twice to me, and I'm able to see that through the Holy Spirit. You feel what I'm saying? Because the eyes that God has given me. But most people, they'll come across that. They would just see how bad the girl looks. They would just see how good she looks and what she's doing and how she's showing her body, and completely disregard that the devil is revealing himself, or be unable to even see that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, after that, I'm like, nah. Like, I gotta remember, I got God on my side, and you only give the devil only has power if you give him power. You feel what I'm saying? So I ended up getting through that. But that was like a recent experience I had with that, man. But it's a journey, but it's lit. You feel? It's a journey, but it's really lit. Like, it's really lit. I really advise that just to, you know what I'm saying? Just try it, man. Just try it. Especially after his testimony.
Jesus Christ, because the Bible says that you overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the words of your testimony. And so it's okay to cry.
It is, bro.
Okay.
Bro, like, that was still, like, I saw, like, bro, the devil really there talking to me, bro. Like, I'm in hell. People screaming. People scared. If it wasn't for God telling me it wasn't my time, bro, I would not.
as you're watching this.
Some of the last old growth trees in rainforests across British Columbia.
I'll be on live today.
Bro.
I would not be, if it wasn't for God, bro, I promise. Bro, I promise, like.
Bro, hell. An eternity of shame and guilt. Oh my gosh. Woo. An eternity of shame.
It's too deep, bro.
You got to give it. You got to do it.
Like, bro,
Because it's no
perks, all that, bro, just stay off of it, like. Bro, I died twice. You don't know how hard it is, bro. Like, I died twice. My mama was scared. My cousins, my little brother, them scared.
I think it's hard for him to share the testimony right now, just because I don't know, like, the people he's always surrounded himself with, or like his social circle. But like, I feel like in his position right now, it's just like something that not many people even consider or think about in real life. So it's not, he's basically gonna be talking some like a foreign experience, things that he believes that people just won't understand. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, why try to explain yourself if you believe that people won't understand? But you gotta get past that, because there's gonna be people that do understand.
And for my homeboy that calling me my homeboy, ain't none one of them came up here and checked on me. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm laying in my deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
The devil literally riding me in my sleep.
He said,
bro, it ain't even like, bro, whatever y'all going through, bro, like, just, I don't know, bro. All I'm saying is, bro, get right with God before it's too late, bro.
Tell them about what you're saying.
Them folks don't even believe in hell, bro. Heaven or hell.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, what I seen, bro, like,
just explain it.
Like, bro, it's, bro, like, it probably gonna traumatize me for the rest of my life, bro. I'm real deal laying on my deathbed.
Tell me what you saw. Well, you ain't in your deathbed no more.
I know, but it's like,
Tell me what you saw as far as, you know, the sins, breaking the commandments.
Like, bro, whatever y'all out here doing, like, bro, this stuff is for real, bro. Heaven and hell is for real.
I feel like he keeps trying to break it down into the terms that his friends will understand, bro. This is no longer, this is for the world, bro. He's gonna get to it. I have faith he's gonna get to really explaining it in depth.
Heaven and hell is for real, bro. Like,
he's gonna explain.
I don't even look the same, bro. Look at me, bro. Look at me, bro. My bag, like, I don't even look the same. I don't have an appetite. I can't. I can't, bro, because they ain't listening.
How you know they not listening? You got people on your live. You talking about, bro, this might give their testimony.
Bro, let that out, man. Let it out. Come on, man.
It moves me in a different way. You know, you don't know why God allowed you to even. He could have allowed you to visit down there so you can come back to give the testimony, to warn the people, because that's exactly what it is. It is a warning.
Like,
I promise,
bro.
Warning to the young
I promise,
people.
bro. I was so scared, bro. I'm real deal face to face with the devil himself. The devil, bro. And he ain't like, it ain't none of that, like, he don't, like, he's a real human being. Like, I'm real deal. The devil calling me his son, bro.
Yeah. Like, because
what I just showed you the other day about Megan Fox, she literally put in her caption, "This is what the devil's daughter looks like." It's real stuff.
For one thing about it, the Bible says
my last video I just posted.
If you're not serving God, then you serving the devil. So whatever commandment that you break in the Bible, the enemy is laughing at us.
Like, real deal,
when we do
like,
things outside of the will of God, he is literally laughing at us, you know. And the things that Joshua seen and the
Bro,
story he told me yesterday.
The stuff that I seen, bro, like, hey, it's real.
We need to
bro.
hear it, bro. Tell us, please.
Everything that I seen, bro, was in the Bible.
Can you please tell us?
Like, as I'm in hell, bro, I see people in the fire crying, clean, like asking for forgiveness, bro.
And it was too late.
And it was too late
for them.
Bro, I'm in hell, having conversations with the devil, bro. I died twice. Twice. I had, how many seasons I had?
It was quite a few.
Like 6 or 7?
Yeah.
And the only lady beside me right now is my mama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to get in your life, but yesterday, when we made it here, this is the second day. Well, today is the third day, but yesterday was the second day that we had came here. So when we got here, Joshua was seasoned, and at that point, I was frustrated. I was like, Lord, what is going on? What is it? But the night before, like I had got that he had like a spirit of death on him. And young people, what you all have to remember, even hanging around the wrong people can cause those spirits to transpire on you.
For real.
So you got to be careful on who you even hang around with.
Facts.
But yesterday, as me and my mother-in-law, we was praying for Joshua. And during the time that I was giving him my phone to read Romans 10, because that is the salvation prayer where you have to confess that Jesus is your Lord and Savior. So as he was holding my phone, he could not move at all.
Like this is real.
It was like the enemy was trying to keep him from going there, actually giving his life over to God. But remind you, Josh has already been baptized. He has already,
and this is not like I don't know nothing. I don't read the Bible.
He don't read the Bible or anything.
That, bro. Like them drugs, like I can't smoke. I can't do none of that. My speech, man.
Gotta get to it, man.
But like on yesterday, as he was about to read the scriptures, he could not move. It was like the enemy just attacked him.
The devil tried to put him in a chokehold.
Trying to take him. So as my mother-in-law was praying for him, I had held the phone up to his ear. So the enemy, that spirit that was on here, can hear the word of God. So as she was praying, speaking the word over him, and I was also praying myself, this spirit came up off of Joshua. And as the spirit came up off of Joshua, the spirit of death came up off of him. He cried. And when I tell y'all young people, it was so for real.
Wow.
I never, even though other people I have took through deliverance or helped them in a different kind of way, but I never expected it to be my own child, where I had to literally experience something like this.
Wow.
But my advice, if you don't know the Lord, and if you're sitting here procrastinating on whether you believe or not, the best thing for you to do is bow on your knees, ask the Lord. First, you repent, because the Bible said, repent ye before the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You go there, you repent. If you living with your father or your mother and they don't believe,
but I got a more in-depth definition of repent. A lot of people, I was watching some stuff yesterday. A lot of people believe repent is just to say I'm sorry for my sins. But no, to repent means to not only be sorry, but change your thoughts to align with God's. So whatever sin you did, don't just say you're sorry, but change your thoughts to align with God's himself. You need to change your whole mindset when you repent. So then that also changes your behavior. Repenting isn't just about saying I'm sorry. It's about changing your mindset and then changing your behavior after. You feel what I'm saying? That's what repenting is.
Y'all are adults now, and you're going to be accountable for yourself, for your own soul. Because the thing Joshua told us on yesterday, my spirit was moved, And it was like, you know, especially about the end time prophecy, the things that's about to happen on the earth, all this stuff he was telling yesterday is in the book of Revelation.
I saw everything.
But I want to hear everything.
It's not a game.
I want to hear everything. Tell us. Joshua, come on now. I believe in you.
I had 6 or 7. Like, this is my fourth day in the hospital. I can't work. I can't drive. I barely got an appetite. My mama really got to watch my back. I don't know when I might have another episode. I got to take 100 milligram pills every 2 days.
Yeah, but we're not going to even believe that you're going to be on this medicine, because I'm going to say this. When a spirit is in operation, it causes sickness in the body. So I believe that spirit was actually causing Josh to have those seizures. To remember, you just didn't remember. But as Josh, he said, as he was in hell, he came face to face with the devil.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, where are you going? Because I don't want to give your testimony. It's yours.
Come on, Joshua. Come on, Joshua.
Like, it is a fit of. It's a fit. See, like, stuff I can't see, Mom. I can't.
Come on, you got it, bro. You got it.
Like in hell, bro. When I went, it was different sections. Like, it was different sections. Like, you had the section of guilt. You had the section of adultery. You had the sections of murder. And you had, what else was it?
You can remember all of it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it's called the Dante's Inferno. It actually does the levels of hell. Oh, I made a video on this. Look up a video on my channel. It's called Be Careful, because there was a song trending on YouTube.
Usually bras fit small-chested women like this.
Yapping, you guys.
YouTube called Dante's Inferno, and I just had learned about it that day. It was the different sections of hell. It was like those who lie, and those who scam, and those who commit adultery, and those who murder, and a lot of different things. But I'm gonna
but all of it was pertaining to the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, the 10 Commandments, like,
that was broken.
What my mom was saying. But as I was down there, bro, like, the devil literally jumped from his kingdom and his wings. Like, I saw the devil wings, and his face, it ain't he don't have horns. Like, he's a regular person, bro. Like, and as he was talking to me, he was like, what did he say? He said, my son.
Yeah, it was like he was trying to welcome
he was welcoming me, like, he was saying, like, my son. And after that, all I heard was a voice saying, it's not your time yet. That's when I woke back up. Like,
that's lit.
Scary,
nah, God be coming to save people, bro.
Like, the devil really wanted me in his.
Man, calm. The devil be doing everything in the world just to try to get you. And God just be like, yo. Like, the devil is so scared of God. Like, on some real. God was like, yo, it's not your time yet, bro. Come back. Came right back.
In his kingdom, like,
yeah.
Like, all this stuff is scary, bro. Like, and so many people was burning, like.
That's crazy.
Every time, like, he had his chosen people, where, like, the devil, he'll be like, he's staying with me, like, and he's gonna stay in the fire. Like, as he was talking to me, he was kicking people into the fire and laughing, like.
Wow.
Like, he's such a, like, and then his voice is beautiful, like, it's not what people tell y'all, like, the devil is. Like, I'm literally sitting face to face with the devil.
Yeah, he appeared to seem as a clever person. You know, you might feel like you, say for instance, that you may be in a situation where you have to make a choice, and you know that you feel that you should do the right thing, and then you have something on the other side of you, not go ahead on and do it, because that's what he manipulates, and he deceives us in every way possible to keep us from living in the righteousness
That's a fact,
of God. But go ahead, John.
Bro, it comes all day, every day. All day, every day. For example, you can even use it with a girl. Like a good-looking girl could really, like, if a good-looking girl is talking to me and she wants to, like, she starts trying to seduce me, bro, you the devil. No cap. Like, no cap. You're deceiving me right now, my love. Like, come on. But it's in everything in life.
Then again, after my body left my soul again for the second time, and as the second time, that's when I saw 4 horsemen, and like they was in different countries. Like the first one, he was in the horseman. He was in, what I say?
You told me London.
Yeah, London.
London. The other one was in Russia.
Bro, like Uncle, God, like, bro, I'm not lying. I'm really face to face with the devil, bro. I died twice.
What was that?
Gigi, like, I died twice.
He still got his friends saying
twice,
that
I'm
he's
in
lying,
hell.
bro.
And I seen heaven and hell, like it's no up and down, bro. It's all up. Literally, it's all up.
Wow.
And then once you walk and once you go into hell, bro, it's a long road, and it's one, and then the end of the road, it's a gate. It's a big gate, and it closed. Like, I'm not lying, bro. Like, I seen the devil, me and him, like, he literally riding me in my sleep.
What does he mean, riding me in my sleep?
Like, the devil really had me, bro. Like the devil really had me.
Well, he thought you did.
Well, yeah,
he thought he did. You know, and you know, the Lord told you it wasn't your time yet.
And then, if it wasn't for God, bro, I would have died. I would have been dead.
Yeah.
It would have been so many rest in peace on my timeline. If it wasn't for God telling me it wasn't my time, I would have been dead. Like the stuff I seen, bro. Like this stuff I seen, bro. It's gonna traumatize me for life, bro.
I don't think it'll traumatize you. I think it'll be a repeated testimony for the people that you come in contact with. I think that was just an experience for you.
Bro, I think I believe that was his biggest blessing. For real. Because that's gonna make him walk the path of the narrow. That's gonna make him walk that path that leads to heaven. Whatever path is broad is leading straight to hell. Most of the look, I don't want to talk about people going to hell, but the path of the narrow, man, and it's definitely changed his life for the better.
I believe that's what it was.
And that hurt so many people, bro. Like my little brother, like I'm looking at my little brother. As my body, when my soul was out of my body, like I can see people surrounding me, like.
Oh yeah, tell me about the 4 horses. You don't want to tell me that? Okay.
Bro, come on.
Like, bro, I seen everything.
Come on,
like,
bro. No.
This stuff is for real.
Yeah.
Like, man, bro, I'm going through it bad right now. This is not me. This is not me.
I mean, well, I believe you're okay now. I think you just got to get past the experience that you had, because that spirit is no longer on you anymore. That caused you to be in the situation that you was in.
Bro, I promise. My words was better, y'all. I promise I would explain it way better. Like,
yeah, I think so, but it's a blessing that you're still here.
Yeah, it's a blessing that I'm still alive, and I thank
share.
everybody that was checking up on me while I was in the hospital.
Jeez.
Yeah, the stuff I seen was crazy.
The 4 horsemen.
Well, all I'm finna say is, like, just get right with God, bro.
Please.
Please.
Because and if you don't know where to start, I said the New Testament, because start at the book of Matthew, and you'll get to know Jesus.
Yeah. The thing that really pulled me into it, well, recently, I remember I just wanted to learn more about Jesus, and then I watched The Passion of Christ, and after watching The Passion of Christ, then I actually started at the Old Testament, basically telling how God He literally created heaven, He literally created earth, and then He created He created the sky to separate earth and the heavens. And then he also created water to separate the land. And then after that, he filled the sky with birds. He filled the oceans with fish. He made trees, he made plants, with every single tree and plant being able to reproduce of its own kind. He created livestock for all the animals, with every single animal created, giving them the ability to reproduce of their own kind. Like this is the abundance of God. You know what I'm saying? Like, he created these things with the ability to reproduce of its own kind for infinity and beyond. There's no stop to it. And then lastly, he created human beings in the image of God, in the image of himself, to reign over all of these things. So essentially, we're supposed to be self-governing. We're supposed to be self-governing and essentially governing over the rest of the earth when it comes to the animals and the livestock and the agriculture. But humans itself aren't supposed to be governed. It's only supposed to be governed by God. We're supposed to be self-governing human beings by God himself. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes the government, you guys could tell, the government isn't always serving us. Just think about it. I'm not going to say too much on that, because that's really just getting more into the matrix and the fleshly things that we experience. But let's just focus on our soul. Let's focus on God. And this is a beautiful testimony right here. A very beautiful testimony. If you do watch this point of the video, make sure you do like and subscribe. And I'm going to catch you.
All right. What do you all think about that? I thought, like, when I came across this video, I was on the edge of my seat, because I could, even though it's a reaction video, I could feel the young man. I could feel he wanted to say so much, but he was on a live stream with his peers, and you can tell that he didn't feel he had the right words, and he thought that they would laugh at him, which some of them were. They were telling him that he was lying. This is his testimony. He died 2 times, but people are still telling him that he's lying. So it just lets you know how people don't want to receive things like this. They don't have an appetite for this. But I found his testimony to be so powerful. And I don't believe that you have to be well-spoken. You don't have to have this big vocabulary. But I'm so encouraged to see the young people coming to the truth of Jah. And they're bold. And this is the days that we live in as the days of Noah. God is pouring out his spirit onto all flesh. Your young men will dream dreams. Your old woman, your old man, young and old, are going to experience something so different with Jah. He is doing something different in this world. No matter how bad it is, no matter how evil the children of Cain are running amok and making their cakes of light and their cookies and going to Dubai and making this devil music, God is using all of this for the good. He is working his plan to redeem the earth and those who are willing to be part of his family. It's a choice. Nobody is making anybody do it. It's a choice. And this is the time to make that choice. Not to, oh, I'm standing on the side of Ukraine. I'm standing on the side of whatever, of Timbuktu. I'm standing on the side of Jah. We're living in very deceptive times, high deception. If you are the elect of God, you will not be deceived. You might fall for a few okie dokes, but Jah is going to bring you right back. Okay? You may fall for some 3-card Monty. You may fall for it. It's a lot of tricksters out here, a lot of Machiavellian tricksters that have a duality. They play the black and white. I know I'm wearing black and white, okay? Don't read into it. But they play that black and white chess. They think that we're the pawns. Oh no, we're not the pawns. Children of Jah, the seed of Adam, we're not pawns. We're not going to submit to the beast system. We will live outside of it. We don't need your restaurants. We don't need your trips, your cruises. We don't need your clothes, your red bottoms, your Louis Vuittons. We don't want any of it. We don't need it. Jah will provide our daily bread, okay? Do not fear what they are planning, what Klaus Schwab. You see those abandoned houses? That's going to be Klaus Schwab's house, wherever he's living. That's going to be the nerd that thinks he's a doctor, Bill Gates. That's going to be his house, sitting there with vultures and buzzards in it, okay? I don't care what kind of smart house Bill Gates lives in. He's got so much blood on his hands, and he's stacking his sin up so high. Let them keep doing, don't fret, because they have to make their moves. Let them keep playing their hand. Because all that materialism, you saw those houses, that paint is rotting. It's decaying. If you don't live in a home or you don't use a material item, possession, entropy will set in and it will decay. Who said moth will eat it all up? If you're holding on to this stuff and you're worried about this stuff, please let it go. Don't let it be your focus right now. We're in different times right now. If you are the elect of Jah, he will provide for you. Okay? He will provide. He will let you know what to do, how to move. He will tell you that's a snake right there. He will let you know who is who if you ask him. He is pouring out his spirit on those who want to know and have his wisdom and seek his kingdom. His kingdom come, his will be done. Jah has a will. You know, if somebody has you written in their will, that's the will I'm worried about. I'm not worried about being in my earthly father's will or anybody aunt's or anybody's will. I'm in Jah's will. That's the will I'm in. And it's a very safe place. He is a safe tower. He is a refuge. His children do not beg bread. They will not be forsaken. I don't care, Klaus Schwab's. The Lord rebuke you, Klaus Schwab, and your henchmen and Bill Gates. The Lord rebukes you. You will not make us take anything to eat bread. We will not bow our knee down to any of it. Your practices are detestable. We don't want any part of it. We don't want to be part of the beautiful people going to Dubai. We don't want to eat your cakes or your cookies. Keep them. No, thank you. So just know that as much as it looks dark, Jah and his army, they are doing things behind the scenes. These people are abandoning homes, okay? These people who had it made, they're abandoning homes. So all of this stuff, let's start to detach ourselves from the material stuff, and let's encourage each other to draw near to Jah in whatever way we can encourage that in each other. I'm not afraid to share my testimony. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jah. I am not ashamed. Just like the children of Cain, they're not ashamed. They have no shame. They do this stuff right in the open. Why are we ashamed? I'm not ashamed. If somebody doesn't want to follow, unfriend me, whatever, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. I'm not ashamed. And I just encourage you not to be ashamed, to be bold, get bolder, ask for boldness. Look at this young man right here. Yeah, okay, he said a few curse words and some people get legalistic. Oh my God. But listen to the spirit behind this. He's speaking to his peer group. I think it was powerful. I mean, he's not perfect, but this right here, this testimony was amazing. And I do believe what this young man experienced. He described Lucifer, Satan, whatever you call him, the head of the fallen cherubim. He described him looking like a man, just like a man, not like the stuff you would imagine. There's so much that we have to still understand, but this is a testimony. I can't knock it. But I just, I want to thank you all for hanging out to hear the testimony we've been on for a long time, but I just really wanted you to hear it. Wow. And, follow these Noahs if you want to, I think that the days of Noah and Unplug Him. I know someone mentioned Unplug Him. Oh my goodness, he's amazing. I've been listening to his content also. Those two brothers are amazing. So it's Unplug Him, Days of Noah, and this Noah Jacob TV. Fabulous. So thank you again for joining me for this special night class. Thank you to all that took your pop quiz on Kahoot. If you want me to do more Kahoots, let me know. We'll do them again, okay? We could have a little fun with it. But I'll see you soon. I'm working on something. Like I said, I hope to have it up pretty soon. But we will see how soon I can get it up, okay? And I'll try to come back really. I'm trying to think. Maybe we could do something in a couple days or so. But I'll keep you posted always, okay? I'll take off now. God bless you. Oh, it's already the next day. It's Saturday, you Saturday people. All right, take care. Bye.